Welcome to our channel. This is the summary of Sunrise on the Reaping by Suzanne Collins, the newest addition to the Hunger Games universe. This novel takes us back in time, long before Katniss Everdeen's rebellion, and reveals the origins of one of the most important characters in the entire series, Haymitch Abernathy. In this summary, we'll explore the story, the characters, the arena, and the powerful themes. All without heavy spoilers. Let's begin. The story is set 24 years before the first Hunger Games book during the legendary 50th Hunger Games, also known as the Second Quarter Quell. Panem is still recovering from the dark days. The capital's control is not only political, it's psychological, and the Hunger Games are their most effective weapon. The novel starts in a quiet but tense District 12. Life is difficult. Poverty is everywhere, and people survive day to day with whatever they can find. In the middle of this is Haymitch, a clever, sharp-tongued, and naturally observant teenager. Before he becomes the sarcastic, alcohol-dependent mentor we know from the original series, he is simply a young man trying to find his place in a broken world. Then comes the moment every district fears: Reaping Day. But this reaping is different. Because it is a quarter quell, the capital has announced a brutal twist. Each district must send 4 tributes instead of 2. This decision shocks Panem. Families panic. The atmosphere is suffocating. In District 12, the announcement feels like a death sentence. And soon enough, Haymitch finds himself selected as one of the tributes. From this point, the capital begins its glamorous but cruel show. The tributes are transported to the capital, where they are dressed, displayed, and interviewed, not as humans, but as entertainment. Suzanne Collins shows us the capital at its most heartless: wealthy citizens cheering for violence, reporters hungry for drama, and game makers preparing a perfect storm inside the arena. During training, Haymitch realizes that strength alone won't save him. He studies everything: the layout of the building, the behavior of the game makers, even the patterns in how capital. Citizens talk about previous games. His intelligence becomes his greatest asset. Timing. And then comes the moment the entire capital and all the districts wait for. The games begin. When Haymitch enters the arena, he quickly understands that this environment is designed to crush the tributes in every way: physically, mentally, and emotionally. The 50th arena is one of the most complex in the series, full of deadly traps, poisonous elements, shifting landscapes, and unexpected twists created by the game makers. What makes Haymitch's journey so compelling is that he doesn't fight like a warrior. He fights like a strategist. He studies the environment. He notices details others ignore. He understands how the capital thinks. This becomes the foundation of his survival. Throughout the story, Collins explores the brutal truth of the games, that survival often means losing parts of yourself. Haymitch struggles with guilt, fear, anger, and determination, all while trying to stay alive in a world where everything is engineered for death. As the competitors fall one by one, we begin to understand the emotional scars that will shape Haymitch for the rest of his life. We see the origins of his future trauma, his distrust of the capital, and his deep understanding of rebellion. Even without revealing the ending, it's clear that the final moments of the story are powerful, shocking, and deeply meaningful to the entire Hunger Games timeline. What Haymitch experiences in this arena becomes a turning point, not just for him, but for the future rebellion led decades later by Katniss Everdeen. Sunrise on the Reaping is more than just a prequel. It is a story about psychological warfare, how the capital uses fear to control the districts, survival and trauma, how the games shape and damage those who win, media manipulation, how entertainment becomes a weapon, rebellion seeds, small acts of resistance that grow into revolution, moral complexity, where no one is fully innocent, yet everyone is trapped. And yet, through Haymitch, she also shows us how intelligence, courage, and defiance can spark change, even in the darkest of times.